Hello, this is Jarek Toro with a tutorial on the letter and phone section of territory survey. So we'll start off by just going to the letter and phone section of the app by clicking on the tab bar up here. Now, when you first start, you won't have any contacts associated with your congregation. So we'll do import contacts. And now, if we want to add, we'll go to this section to add new contacts only. It's going to give you a sample file which you can download. And then when you open it up, you can open up, it's a CSV file, which is a comma separated value file. And you can open it up in something like Excel or Google Sheets. And it looks like this here. Let me drag this over. Okay. So you have different columns here. You have the name, the phone number, street address, city, state, zip, and then notes. Now all of these are important, and they have to be spelled just like this in order for the system to understand what each part means. And then so if you were to add a contact, you put the name here, and you put their phone number, and their address, the city, state, zip, and their state, and then their zip code. And you can add anything you want here for notes. Okay, you'll leave the ID blank. That's something that the program will take care of. You can't put anything in there or it will be invalid. Alright, then you'll save this, and then you'll come back here to this page and you'll click Choose File down here. And then you select the file, and then it'll show you here. You can kind of zoom down to see exactly what's going to be added. And right now it has that one contact that we put in there. In this, we can add as many rows as we want, as long as they stick to this pattern. So it doesn't matter what data source it comes from, whether you have it in a Word document or Excel, as long as you move it into this format where the name is here, the phone number is here, the first part of the address is here, the second part here, and then any notes, as long as it fits that format, you can import it into the system. So then once you have this how you want it, you'll click Sync Contacts here. And now this will put them together, and then now you'll have that one contact that we added here. Now to edit it, you can click on it, and then you can type in the various different things. You can assign it to a letter or phone territory if you want to do it manually. However, you can also delete it here. But let's just, as an example, I'm going to take this file here and make a whole bunch of them. Alright, so now we'll save this, and then we will upload this file. And now it has 164 that want to be added. And the name is the same, the number changes a little bit, and the address changes. And then we'll hit Sync Contacts. And this will add all of those contacts to the application. And so now you see it down here, it's showing 1 of 10 of 165. Now it would be quite arduous if you had to manually select, I want this person in this territory, and I want this one in this territory over here. It would take a lot of time, but you could do it that way if you want to manually pick where each one goes. However, there is a auto assign button which I find very helpful. So you can click on that, and you can select what's the average size of contacts you'll want for letter territories, and then the average size of a phone territory. So we'll just set phone to 40, and we'll do just 20 for letter, but it can be anything that you would like. Now, what it does is if a contact doesn't have a phone number associated with it, then it will assign it to a letter territory. If it does have a phone number, it will put it in a phone territory. So that's how it separates the two. You don't have to do anything to indicate it should be letter or phone. If it doesn't have a phone number, then it will automatically go to letter. Then you'll click Auto Assign. And you confirm that. Okay. And so now it'll refresh the page after it's done with that. And now you'll see that each one of these contacts is associated with an owner, which is an assigned territory. So P1 is the phone territory number 1. And as you go down, you'll see now it's on phone 2, and phone 3, phone 4. And you'll also notice that we didn't initially have 4 phone territories. So if you go back to the territories page, you click on phone territory 4, it says auto-generated by territory servant. So it automatically created the territory itself to fit the number of contacts that you had, and then from there you can manage it from that point on, but it will make it for you. And so then, let's say you wanted to do a bulk edit of things. You don't just want to add, you want to maybe do a filter. You have to remove maybe all the ones in a certain area because another congregation took over that territory. Well, if you go back over to Import Contacts, you can edit existing contacts. And you'll do the congregation contacts file. You'll download that. And so now we'll see that we have an Excel sheet, and it has the IDs automatically filled out. These are the contacts that are in the system that have already been added. And so you can make any changes you want to any of them. If you just want to change the phone number, or edit the addresses, or if what will most likely this will be used for is if you want to delete a large group of them. So what we would do is you can't just select a whole row and delete it. So what you have to do is select everything but the ID. So for here, the ID is 16741. If you remove everything else from that line, like so, and then you save it, and so then after we save that, we go back here, we do choose file, and then we select that file. Now it has one to be deleted, and the rest will just be updated with whatever changes were in the file. And it'll show you by ID which one it's going to be deleted. It knows this because if all the things are empty and the ID is still there, it knows it needs to delete that one. So then you do sync contacts. It shows the ones that are deleted, it creates new ones, and it updates if applicable. And so now that contact is gone. So that's the way right now to import contacts, to edit them in bulk, so that they don't have to, you can take them and use them in any program you'd like that works with Excel files, and then just re-import them, keeping that ID in that Excel file so that they're associated with the program. And then after that point, you can do various searches. You just want to find ones that aren't associated with the territory, and then if they just have a phone, or if they have a name or not. But the last thing is if you want to print a territory, when you open it up, you'll click Print, and then click Generate, and then now you'll have the example here, and you can just click this download button to have that phone territory. So I hope this was comprehensive enough to kind of cover all the key parts of phone and letter. It is a newer system, hasn't been totally explained or documented to you guys, so we wanted to take this time to document it and explain it. If there's any questions about it, please always feel free to email me at support@territoryservant.com, and we want to continue to make improvements to make it easier for you brothers to help your congregations. So we thank you for all that you do, and we hope that this video was useful. Bye.